Hey vinyl community, welcome to my channel. My name is Edwin, I'm the Pretty Green Vinyl Guy, and today I have a vinyl update. Trying to be more regular with my videos as I make my push to 1,000 subscribers. So once we turn that corner into 900 plus, I will obviously have a contest and try and get that final push. I just feel I need to be more consistent and show up more regular. And we'll get this done. So for all of my subscribers, and there's been a recent increase, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I really appreciate it. I know you have a choice when you go onto YouTube to watch videos, and the fact that you've chosen to subscribe to Pretty Green Vinyl Guy means a lot to me, and I really thank you for that sincerely. Okay, so what do we have? We have some kind of bargain bin finds and some new vinyl that has been released. So let's get into it. This was cool. This was like in a $5 bin at a used shop that I go to sometimes to see what they got. And this is called Jazz Crooners. And it's a 180 gram. So it's a new-ish release. I think I saw 2017 on there. It's pressed in France, but it is digital. So it's not like it's from the analog tapes or anything, but yeah, for $5, Jazz Crooners. You got some Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Bing Crosby, Sammy Davis Jr., Nat King Cole, Tony Bennett, Bobby Darin. They're all on here. Louis Armstrong. Just a good like cooking dinner, kicking back kind of album. But yeah, it was the artwork and the quality of the condition of the cover that made me pick it up. Unfortunately, the album does have a couple of hairline pops, so hopefully if I give it a proper clean, it'll be okay, but that's okay. Jazz Crooners, pressed in France, by the way. So, Squeezing Out Sparks, Graham Parker, as I try to fill in the holes I have for Graham Parker. This is a 1979 original on Arista. Graham Parker, kind of that, my dog's hair is all over this one. That, rock, pub rock, I think they called it in the day. Kind of in the same as, hanging out with Nick Lowe and that sort of style. All intents and purposes, this is considered one of his better albums. So Graham Parker and the Rumor, Squeezing Out Sparks. This is one I just didn't have, and again, it was like $5, so I picked it up. This is Stevie Winwood, back in the high life. This was his mid-80s. What was this, around 85-ish? Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. Somewhere in there. I remember buying this when it came out. This was a huge comeback for Steve Winwood. Had a couple of big songs, Higher Love, the title track, Back in the High Life Again, The Finer Things. It was a good album. And 1986, this came out. And I want to say, was this a Daniel Lanois production? Sorry, I should know this. Can't see it anywhere. Anyway, you guys can leave the comments below. Steve Winwood from Traffic fame. Another one that was kind of big in the day. This is Robert Plant, The Principle of Moments. This is from '83. As a Robert Plant solo album, I really like this album. And this, of course, featured Phil Collins on the drums, and Big Log was the MTV hit, but I loved In the Mood which was the second song on side 2. And yeah, just a good memory kind of album. Even though summer's over, we all need a little Jimmy Buffett. This is his 1971 Changes in Attitudes, Changes in Latitude. So it was like a double theme album for side 1. This is on ABC Records. This does contain the hit Margaritaville. So when you need a margarita. Yeah, but certainly that whole, yacht rock. He always seems like a guy that's having a lot of fun, Jimmy Buffett, doesn't he? He's had a good career, and it's astounding that when you see the, biggest grossing concert tours year in and year out, he's like in the top 10. Like, he's made some serious cash in the touring side of the business. And, yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Jimmy Buffett. My first Jimmy record. This was just too nice to walk away from. Again, this was in that $5 kind of bin. This is The Ventures, their biggest hits. This is the 1980s on A&M Records. This still had the shrink on it. So $5 in the shrink for The Ventures Greatest Hits. I do have some of their original albums, but it's just, again, easy one to put on. It's got everything on it. Walk Don't Run, Memphis, Apache, Bulldog, Pipeline, Telstar, Tequila. A couple I'm not familiar with. Ghost Riders in the Sky, Slaughter on 10th Avenue. That sounds interesting. Great cover with all the different guitars. And this is probably my best used find. This is Prince and the Revolution. What's this? Around the World in a Day. This was the one that featured Raspberry Beret. It's in great shape. It's even got the flap still attached. But this is a really good album. Raspberry Beret, obviously pop song, top 10 hit kind of written all over it. But there's some really good songs in this album. Condition of the Heart, if you don't know that song, it's an epic song. And it's Prince by himself. He does all the vocals, well, obviously. He does all the instrumentation. He does everything all by himself on this album. And, on that song. America. It's another really great song that, unfortunately still stays true today. But there's so many good songs on this. This was a bit of psychedelic, even as the album art would sort of suggest. So yeah, I was really happy to pick this up. Prince, slowly getting it together as far as collecting my Prince catalog. This was that Record Store Day one that I had ordered online. That came in. Everyone's seen this. This Changes Now, Bowie. Wow, this sounds absolutely fantastic. What a treat to hear this. So good. Let's see if I can get that as my cover. And just an interesting, mixture of songs. It opens with The Man Who Sold the World, Aladdin Sane, Velvet Underground's White Light, White Heat, Shopping for Girls, Lady Stardust, a great version of that, The Superman, Repetition, Andy Warhol, and then it ends with Quicksand. This is from a 1996 live recording in New York City. Very good. I was very happy that I managed to get my hands on that. Next we have Liam Gallagher from Oasis fame. This is a MTV Unplugged from a live show he did last August at the Hull City Hall. And it's a combination of Oasis and solo songs. There's some strings in there, which is interesting. Yeah, so you got his big ones like Wall of Glass, Now That I Found You, One of Us, and then you add in, Some Might Stay, Stand By Me, Cast No Shadow, and of course the epic Champagne Supernova is what closes it out. But yeah, good, fun listen, live concert, MTV Unplugged series. And then these are two of the new Rolling Stones re-releases. This is A Bigger Bang, and this is the, half-speed mastered, and yeah, this is actually pretty good. I never owned this album. This had Rough Justice was oh, this is made in France too. There you go. Yeah, this is an interesting album. It's back to basics for the Stones. It was basically just the core band with Chuck Leavell back in the realm, and they wanted after. I did these in the wrong order, but after Bridges to Babylon, they wanted a stripped down rock and roll album. That's basically what it is. It's that, Stones blues rock, I guess you call it. And it's an enjoyable album. I mean, it's not Exile on Main Street, but, the band they weren't that like that anymore. I think it's a very decent album, and it sounds great, being half-speed mastered. Just a nice plain black label. You can see that. I also, I did get, of course, the Bridges to Babylon as well. And they were sold out of Voodoo Lounge, and they have more coming in, so I have my name on one of those. But yeah, Bridges to Babylon. I can't decide. I might favor. I might favor this a little bit today, but this is. I mean, they're both good. It's like, when every new Rolling Stone album comes out, they always write, "This is the best album since their heyday." I think that they're good. I think they're solid 7 out of 10 albums, and. Certainly the tours that came from both of these were mammoth. They were, world tours that sold out as soon as tickets went on sale. I did go to one of these. I can't remember now. I guess it was Bridges to Babylon. I did see this tour. Interesting fact, Has Anybody Seen My Baby? That was kind of the top 20 single off of this one. Keith Richards' daughter, when she heard it, she said, "That sounds like Katie Lang." And when they re-listened to it, they realized that the chorus did sound like Katie Lang. So Katie Lang has writing credit on that because they decided it'd be cheaper to give her the writing credit than it would be to end up in court. Yeah, there you go. The Rolling Stones, Bridges to Babylon, great cover art, and A Bigger Bang. Never had either of these on vinyl because they were ridiculously expensive, being albums released later. So it's nice to see that the Glimmer Twins put these out so everybody can get them, and put them out in really great quality, high sound quality, which is awesome. So yeah, that's what I've gotten lately, and like I say, we'll get some stuff going for the push to 1,000 subs, and I also want to shout out some of the channels that I want to respond, like Richard McCook. He's got his best of the 80s and 90s, top 40, so I would like to do that. I still got to do Mazzy's San Francisco. I hope I haven't missed that, actually. Just so much going on. Anyway, take care, everybody, and we'll see you soon. All the best. Bye.